Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to this Superliminal Games constructed event. Gonna play a little arena for you guys, and boo hoo hoo, do I got a spicy one. We are going to be playing today the Nexus of Gates deck because there's a new set, and this deck is wild and wacky, and prior to this deck, and through crashing pretty much all of my currency, I didn't actually have Nexus of Fate, so I built it because I wanted to play it because I wanted to be that degenerate person. So, let's give it a shot. I had to learn a lot about playing Arena, like software particularly, to play this deck. Learned that you have to put a stop on your end step if you want to use Wilderness Reclamation without just untapping and passing. All right, we have a blue Guild Gate, we have Plaza of Harmony, so we can Growth Spiral on 2. I think this is pretty good. Keep it on the draw. Give our opponent the hello, because that makes Max happy. Spear Spewer, okay. Worse things could have happened on their turn 1, so let's see. Pyromancer, okay. We are definitely going to need our ramp, or Gates Ablaze here. Definitely going to need that, so we're going to play that for the no life gain value because we need to Growth Spiral. Yep, go ahead, spew the spear. Put a Guild Gate into play. So if we get an untapped land, I'm thinking about Circuitous Rooting next turn. If we don't get an untapped land, obviously it's Growth Spiral. Though Guild Summit is also an option, I think Growth Spiral is probably best. Okay, they've realized what they're playing against, and they're going to do their best to just burn us out. And they're doing a good job of just burning us out. So we need to get to 7 mana and fast. Okay, that's an untapped land. Conditionally, go to 10. We know they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Puts us to 4. I think we take the safe play and just spiral again. Okay, another circuitous route, and we'll put the breeding pool in. And we'll play a Guild Gate as a land for turn. I still don't know if we can get to Nexus of Fate in time, but drawing the extra card there also helped because it potentially gets us closer to the Gates Ablaze that we really need to kind of just put this one away. Boy, oh boy. Gonna go to 2, so we are dead without a Gates Ablaze. Guild Summit doesn't do it, so let's just cast Circuitous Route. We'll get Gates. Play a Guild Gate, and for one more turn we would have had the Nexus, so... You got us, opponent. Congratulations. You played the deck that beats this deck. So, I should have mentioned, I have 2 Deafening Clarion and 3 Gates. Well, you can actually look at the deck. Can we look at the deck? Yes, we can look at the deck. Oh, from that view. I have 2 Deafening Clarion and 4 Gates Ablaze. It's 6 cards to shore up that matchup. And we also have Hydroid Krasis to gain us life. Like, that matchup should be better than it was. So, get back in the event, and we'll try this one again. First thing that happens, we have 3. And we learn something. Learn lessons. Okay, we have Growth Spiral, we have gates that make the appropriate colors, we have a Wilderness Reclamation and an Expansion Explosion. We're on the play. I'll take it. Short line here the hello and hope they aren't playing mono red. Once again, we'll play that in play. It says good game. Hope that's them wishing us a good game and not them being snarky and thinking that they've already gotten this game wrapped up. Okay, black. Diregraph Ghoul. Okay. I feel a little bit better about our options. I'm still going to play this Breeding Pool untapped and this Growth Spiral. And there's the Gates of Blaze, so we'll put we'll put a Gruul Guild Gate into play, so next turn we can play the Plaza of Harmony, gain 3 life, which deals with the growth spiral stuff. And then we have Gates of Blaze on tap if they play something else. Doomed Dissenter. Doomed Dissenter less good since Gates of Blaze is the card, but I still think actually what I want... This is tough. I think I'm gonna get the Wilderness Reclamation involved, because then we can get expansion. It's tough. Basically, I'm only getting rid of 1 point of power out of all this, because it's 3 on board now. If I Gates Ablaze here, so yeah. We'll just gain 3 life and establish Wilderness Reclamation, because that blanks their next turn. And now we have Expansion Explosion if they play any instants or sorceries that it can copy, and maybe they commit something else to the board. Okay, Hunted Witness, which these are all really bad against Gates Ablaze. Okay, but we have 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire off this Gates Ablaze. Turns 5 damage into 3 damage, which isn't great, but it's something. Hopefully they commit into this thinking that that was our only Gates Ablaze. Okay, there we go. Demon of Catastrophes. Not quite able to kill it yet with the Gates Ablaze, but we can try, darn it. Gonna go ahead and tap this gate because I'm not too in that way. Okay, so we have Deafening Clarion and Gates Ablaze that will, between the 2 of them, take care of this Demon of Catastrophes. I'm going to go ahead and fire off an Expansion Explosion on their end step, just to make sure that we can actually do what we're trying to do here. Furious Oligarch. Oh, well, nope. Passed right through their end step. It's painful. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Guild Gate and draw a card. Okay, 2 Nexi. Feeling pretty good. So let's tap our own mana here to make sure we tap the right stuff. Yep. Damage. Resolve. Afterlife behind. And Gates Ablaze clears it out. And at their end step, we can Nexus. Stop on our end step. Tap these gates to draw 2 cards. Play a gate, draw a card, gives us another gate, 2 cards, solve that, play the Nexus of Fate, solve it, pass the turn back to ourselves, play a Simic Guild Gate, draw 2 cards, gives us another Nexus, Hydroid Krasis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop that. Stop. Apparently we had a turn in the pocket there already, so... Go to combat. Krasis them. Growth Spiral. Solve it. Put a Guild Gate play. Draw 2 cards, which draws us into Nexus. Reclamation. Resolve the first one. Cast a Nexus. Solve it. Yep. Second one. Cast a Nexus. Solve it. Opponent, you may have caught the idea already, but you will not be taking it turns. Guild Gate. And there's the Nexus. We don't really need it because we have the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Expansion Explosion. So explosion them for 7. Target ourselves. Make sure we put stop back on. Attack them. End step. Resolve that. Cast a Nexus. Solve it. Solve it. And actually just explosion. Yeah, they can see that. Okay. So this deck is disgusting. And that was me playing it poorly. Because I was trying to play quickly. So let's run that back again. That was really loose and probably could have been a lot tighter, but the allure of taking a boatload of extra turns and never letting my opponent do anything again seemed pretty great. So let's see if we can do that again. Also, Nexus of Fate is an unfair magic card. Speaking of, there it is. Alright, we have a Deafening Clarion, we have a Hydroid Krasis, we can cast both of these things. I'll take it. Hello, opponent. Yes, I am evil and possibly also the devil. We'll play Guildgate. I have no doubt an absolute idea of what it is we are playing. Aha, I Temple Garden. We'll play Guildgate. Really hoping they're playing tokens because Deafening Clarion will be an absolute blowout there. Okay, send Guildgate and pass it back. I don't like the idea of playing a Hydroid Krasis for X of 1, or even really 2, though 2 is kind of alright. Okay, we have a Chromatic Lantern, so now their green-white lands are all the colors of land. Go ahead and clean that. And just to start it off, I'm going to try this Hydroid Krasis with an X of 2. So we'll draw a card and gain a life, and have a flying 2/2, because we have another Hydroid Krasis. It's going to start getting bigger. We have 6 of the 7 land we need to get into Nexus territory. We can assume, well, they're Bant, so okay, it's Bant Nexus. Probably. Okay, another Chromatic Lantern. They are also at 6 mana. They are there before we are, so we need to make sure we keep the Spell Pierce up. Oh. Banefire. Clearly, I'm not as familiar with standards as I thought I was, because I did not expect a Banefire. I'm going to go ahead and gain 3 more life. And then tap this for blue, this for colorless, this for blue, play a Guild Summit, telegraph our Spell Pierce insanely by only tapping 1 land to draw a card, and pass the turn back to our opponent. Because if they play a land and try to Nexus here, we can Spell Pierce it. And with Visit Perrin, what is happening to our hood? 1, 2, 3. Well, so things we can do. Draw some cards about it. Draw several additional cards about it. Eventually. Now we have our Spell Pierce up. We still don't have our Nexus up, but we can have it on our opponent's... Still can't have it on our opponent's end step, so we're going to have to main phase it, so we kind of have to hope they tap out for something. Because there's no... Okay, okay. They're going to try to deal damage to us that way, which is fine. Sure thing, opponent. What made 18? Yeah, I want to play whatever this deck is. This is one of those chromatic decks I am very in, and have not been paying attention to them at all, admittedly. We'll put the stop on our end step, but I still think we'll play Plaza of Harmony to gain 3 more life. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go for it. Did opponent draw the counterspell? Do they have the quench? Nope. Okay. We'll resolve that. Nothing we can do with the mana, so we will pass to ourselves. Put another stop on our end step. Good thing, opponent. You're giving them a lot of cards by doing this, but it's kind of what we have to do. Draw ourselves 2 more cards. Three more cards. 12, again, giving the opponent a ton of cards here with Niv. Alright, opponent. Get another turn. "13 of our lands are in our hand, so there's a pretty good chance they can kill us from here, but we have a Krasis that we can cast next turn. We took 2 turns there to their 1. Yes, again, they drew a ton of cards, but we also have Spell Pierce if, again, they try to Nexus us, which I don't know if these chromatic decks run it. They also only have 6 mana right now, so that wouldn't be possible. We'll take 5. They'll pass it up. Say the 9 life, now about to be 12 life we've gained off Plaza of Harmony feels pretty darn good. Play the Circuitous Route. Yes, opponent, you get to draw a card. That. We get to resolve Circuitous Route. Pulling 2 more gates out of our deck. Drawing 2 cards. Deafening Clarion twice gets rid of the Niv-Mizzet. But I think the Circuitous Route, again, is what we have to do, because we have to try to find another Nexus to cast in our end step. Because if that's the case, we could cast a Krasis big enough to almost, for sure, out of the cards that'll be remaining, guarantee ourselves that we get another Nexus and can start that loop all over again. So we're really taxing our opponent's stops here. Okay, a Gates Ablaze does take care of their Niv-Mizzet, so I think I'm gonna fire that off. 12s. Gonna be a Gates Ablaze dealing 12 damage. So we would now have died if not for the Plazas of Harmony. Pass to our own end step and discard a card. Discard this basic forest. Actually, we can discard the breeding pool because we have enough blue mana, and that will be. Opponent. Let's tap them out, so we'll save the Spell Pierce again. We absolutely need it. Discard the breeding pool. That way we guarantee we have that mana. They're running pretty low on lands in the deck at this point, which is a good thing, so... Llanowar Elves and Sailor means... I'm snowed. I'm snowed, chat. Chat? This isn't Twitch. I'm snowed, YouTube. I don't know what our opponent is doing. Looks funky, whatever it is. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and play a gate. Draw a card. Circuitous Route. Just gonna really get the rest of our lands out of our deck. Spell Swindle. And they would have to tap out to Pierce. Okay. Why don't you got a ton of treasure? Put a Growth Spiral and double Clarion them because I don't know how they win from here. And there's a Nexus. And now we start the chain. So we'll stop on at the end of the turn again. Leave the Guild Summon in hand. Got the stop on, so... I mean, if they have another Spell Swindle, we're kind of in an interesting position here, but... all of that... Try to cast this Nexus. Speaking of a very different game after their Niv Mizzet went away, and I don't know what this deck is. If you know what this deck is, YouTube, please put it down in the comments down there. Well, down... no, there. And, let me know, because I love it. It's neat. They had another Spell Swindle. But they cannot afford my Pierce. Do not have enough mana to afford my Pierce. Now I'm glad we didn't use the Pierce the last time we thought about it. Go ahead and resolve our Nexus of Fate. Pass the turn back to ourselves. Play a Guild Gate, draw a card. Play a Krasis. Makes it 12. There we go. Knew we had at least that much mana. Stop on. We drew a Nexus. Only one, though. That's crazy. So we will End the turn. Untap the mana. Cast a Nexus. Evolve the Nexus. And opponent concedes. Okay. Pretty much elementary at that point. We're looping extra turns and we're dealing them damage every time, so yeah. This deck is ridiculous and stupid and I love it. This is exactly my kind of bullshit, is what this is. Disappointed to have come up against Mono Red in the first game, because that would have been... being able to go into this with a 2-0 would have been pretty good. But a 2-1, I'm not... I'm not upset with, because we're winning by, like, looping extra turns, and that's hilarious to me. I am that kind of monster. Alright, we have a Growth Spiral and a Guild Summit. Heck yes, drawing all sorts of cards here. Hello, opponent. A Selesnya Guildgate. I got the hello back. Nice. Opponent has Plains into Sky Marcher Aspirant. Okay, an aggro deck. Come on, Gates Ablaze. I think we kind of have to maybe hope for an untap land and Guild Summit next turn so we can draw several cards the turn after to get a little bit deeper. But Wilderness Reclamation is a good start. Alright, Legion's Landing. Yeah, we got mono white here, so this could be interesting. Not having sideboards makes this a much more complicated deck to play. We'll see. We shall see. Circuitous Route. Okay, so we didn't get an untapped land. So I think we have to guarantee that we are able to cast that Circuitous Route next turn. Alright, so next turn we're going to go from 5 to 7. And that just means as soon as we draw a Nexus, it's game on, because there is nothing this mono-white opponent is doing to us, except possibly killing us before we can draw a Nexus. So Gates Ablaze, you would be really great right about now, even though they flipped a Danto. 1/1s are... that's what they want to spend their turn doing, that's fine, and there's the Gates Ablaze, like I asked for. Let's go ahead and just shoot that on out. Sack the Bodyguard, Aspirant Indestructible, lose that. End result, they're still pretty down. Now next turn we have the option of drawing 2 additional cards, which I think is what we're going to do. We're going to play Guild Summit, draw 2 cards, tap ourselves out. So we got to do something here. Opponent wisely not overcommitting their creatures into this. Still have 5 board wipe spells in the deck. So, alright, another Legion's Landing could put this one away pretty quickly for us, which is bad. Growth Spiral, that's 2. Draw a land we can put in. Nope. Oh, okay. Gaining 3 life helps. Now we can Circuitous Route. We're still not drawing cards, so these Guild Summits are kind of barren in our hand, but need to draw more cards. We need to thin out. We need to have mana. So we have 8 mana now, so a Nexus is live. Krasis is still very live here. His opponent's going to be coming in for 5 next turn, putting us to 8, so yeah, Krasis is really live. Unfortunately, if we don't draw a board wipe or a Krasis or a Nexus, we are probably not going to survive another turn. So they wanted to do that so they could flip a Danto. Yep. Sack the tap to Danto. We go to 8. We unfortunately draw a Simic Guildgate. Alright, so what gets us out of this? Ooh. That one, that's fine. 2. It plays. We left ourselves open to the play, so nice in a Guild Gate and draw a card. And now we have Guild Summit, Azorius, Guild Gate, draw 2 cards. Okay, they got a Snubble. And also expansions for that out of the way. Scar Marcher Aspirant. I mean, they've rebuilt right back up again, so we kind of need something here. Boros Guild Gate is not it. So what do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So that's 7. So yep. They'll play a Guild Summit. Blue. Leave 4 mana up, so 2. We can tap 2 gates to draw a card. We draw 2 Nexus. Okay, so this game is over. Well done, us. Stop on our end step. Play a Guild Gate, draw some cards. Because now we can just expand, we can explosion them. A very unfortunate and untimely do. Pass the turn to ourselves. Stop on again. Cast Deafening Clarion. Solve it. Cast Nexus of Fate. Play a gate for the turn. We have 4, 1, 5, 6, 7. Solve that. Cast Explosion. Nexus 7. Target them, target us. Solve it. Okay, we will have to discard 4 cards. Pass. Spell Pierce. Build Summit. Growth Spiral. Island. Okay. Stop on again. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Hydroid Krasis. The next 10. That. Cast the Nexus. That. Discard the Guild Summit, secure the certain Gates ablaze. That's fine. Turn. Gates ablaze, secure the certain Guild Summit. Now we combat. That stop on an turn. An explosion for 8. Okay, got there. Good bit of business. Stabilized, and then we got there. And hey, 600 gold. Alright, 3 wins. We're getting it started. 1 more win, we get our money back. Wins after that, we start becoming gold positive. So, let's keep it going. Oh, pardon me. Johnny Devo. Alright, we got gates. None of this is blue, and all of this is blue, but it almost casts Clarion. I hate mulliganing with this deck, but I think I have to. Okay, that's blue, that's blue. It's enough to cast Circuitous Route, so keep it. And we'll keep Gates Ablaze on top, because we can also cast that. Hello, opponent. Taste my Cruel Guild Gate. Taste my Simic Guild Gate. It's my Selesnya Guild Gate. Okay, a growth spiral of your own. We will definitely copy that. Ooh, opponent. No land. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, well, we're gonna do that. Gain ourselves 3 life, and then we're gonna do that to thin out our deck and ramp our mana. Which we were doing something with it. So we have 7 mana now, to our opponent's 2. Oh, opponent. Never want to see that happen. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 life on this, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 on the Krasis. And if that doesn't need a counterspell, I think that might already just spell this game over. No? Oh, a cast down. Okay. Well, they won't have to discard next turn, and we gave them something to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just want to set this up. Draw 3 cards. Play 8 as our land per turn. Draw another card. We'll have to discard a card at the end of the turn, but that's fine. Okay. Sure. Find a basic. Take the ramp and deck thinning. Discard a Gates Ablaze, because I don't think that's going to be necessary against this opponent. Oh, they found their 3rd land. Well, that concerns me a little bit, but... let's feed them just... let's try it! Is it nope, no counterspell. Okay, pass right back to ourselves. And opponent has just conceded. Okay, well, the Nexus loop is pretty hard to get out of, especially when you're on 3 mana. So there we go. Alright, just in the event, we got 4 wins, so we are gold equivalent. Which is what I always aim for whenever I enter one of these events, is to at least become gold equivalent. If I cannot get a gold positivity or a gem positivity. Okay, this is a snap mulligan. Because it's not even a gate. So... Gates Ablaze, Wilderness Reclamation, I will keep it. Gonna bottom that Spell Pierce because it's a little too slow for what we got going. Hello, opponent, Soviet know-how. Napa know-how? Go ahead and play that, so next turn we can Growth Spiral. That worked out really well for us last game. Opponent searching for Escanta, so opponent is control. Draw land, and we do, so we can put that into play, and then we can put that into play. Opponent is the full Esper. Still on single blue, which makes me feel a little bit better, though again, we are in Quench territory now. But... Hydroid Krasis with an X of 2 that next turn. Gains a life, draws us a card, which isn't great, but is still something, and puts 2/2 on the board. Unmoored Ego. Uh-oh. I'm assuming they're going to choose Nexus of Fate. Yep. No? Guild Summit. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put an X of 2 Hydroid Krasis into play. There's a card. Okay, opponent. Getting saucy. Getting saucy with the Unmoored Ego. Reveal? Search. Yep. They have another Unmoored Ego. This is going to be interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and turn this Hydroid Krasis sideways. And then try a Circuitous Root. It's deck thinning. Man, dodge that bullet big time, them not naming Nexus. Oh, and we get to Spell Pierce their Teferi? Ooh, doggies, that felt good. Or we could draw 3 cards with Explosion, I think is what we're gonna do while they are tapped out. Them cards. And there's a Nexus. Still doesn't put them up to 7. Search. They're running low on cards. Gain us some more life. Deal them 2 more. Can we go all the way with that? We go ahead and play this Wilderness Reclamation. It's counterspell bait. And you have enough to counter their counterspell. Expansion. Mortify. Okay. It's mortified. Still not enough to flip their search. They... Cognitive Perception. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. Yep. Go ahead. Circuitous, or Nexus. Attack our opponent. Circuitous Root. All of it. Get 2 lands. Wilderness Reclamation. Stop at our end step. Attack our opponent. That, and we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly enough. Cleanly puts it away. Cleanly puts it away. Get a Glaive of the Guild Pact as our ICR. Up to 5 wins, so we're getting plus 100 gold on our event entry. And at least a rare, which I think we... Nope, at least a rare now is upgraded. So, let's do it again. was a bad start, but it's been a pretty good run since then. Oh. I don't even want to begin to attempt to pronounce our opponent's username. Plaza of Harmony always feels so much worse when we don't have 2 gates, but it has a guild summit, has a Hydroid Krasis that it also can't cast yet. That's a mulligan. Guild gate that, growth spiral, growth spiral. Okay. Keep that Boros guild gate on top. Hello, opponent. Yeah, I'm not. No. Okay, and an opponent has let on Memorial to Folly, so. So any creatures they have are now gates ablazeable because we have 4 gates. So anything with 4 or lower toughness just gets ablazed. Actually, everything gets ablazed, but these Night Tyrants. Dropping Mortify. Targeting their History of Vanilla. Wilderness Reclamation. Take 2 here, and then we can Gates Ablaze on the way back. The problem is we are now out of cards. Opponent has 6 cards in their hand to our 0. We have 7 lands to their 4, now 5. We have a Resplendent Angel. This is going to be a tough one. Hydroid Krasis, please, one time. Okay. Hydroid Krasis, please, one time. Okay, gaining 3 life helps. A little. Problem is they can activate Resplendent Angel. So, still on Hydroid Krasis, please, one time. Oh, Gates Ablaze, please, one time. Alright, opponent. You can pass back at any moment. Start hovering your stuff. Probably because you can activate this down to Vanguard. Thank you, opponent. Yep. Oh, this is what we signed up for. Sometimes the combo deck just doesn't get there. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming in. We're going to 7. Opponent's going to 25. And opponent's getting 2 4/4 Angels. Throw a Guild Gate. Alright, well, didn't get there that time, but I don't think it was on us. I think it was on the deck. Alright, can we rip off 2 more without actually suffering the loss? Or is this going to be the infamous Superliminal 5 and 3? That was a cool deck, though. Resplendent Angel is a real powerhouse. Alright, what do we got? We got the ability to Growth Spiral on 2 and 3. We have Guild Summit. We're on the play. We have a Gates Ablaze that we can cast. I will take it. Hello, opponent. Heaven is a Guild Gate. Forest Llanowar Elf? Alright. Hey, we're gonna ramp faster than you do, opponent! Also the sweet promo Llanowar Elf from Christmas Pauper. If you like Arena Pauper, this channel, there's a video, you can watch it, it's great. Wildgrowth Walker, we are actually probably going to Gates Ablaze before that boy gets himself out of control. So we're going to Simic Guildgate, and we're going to Gates Ablaze. I don't want that Walker getting anywhere more powerful than it is now. Alright, Thrashing Montadon. Gain some life about it. Oop. That. That. Play that. Tap 2 gates, draw 2 cards. Okay, Hydroid Krasis X of 4 coming next turn. That feels pretty good. Jade Light Ranger exploring twice, also still fine. Especially when they draw land. Hit us for 3. And probably, yep, pop that, kill the Guild Summit. Okay, if we draw land next turn, we can start Nexusing off. Yep, figured Chupacabra was coming. So what I'm gonna do... Guild Summit... I actually do want to give them another turn. Plaza. Yeah. Okay, now I feel pretty good. Yep, that Carnage Tyrant won't ever get to attack. Okay, just one more time. Pass it back to ourselves again. Play another Guild Gate, draw another card. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Krasis 8. Give us some of the Nexus. Which we didn't cast because we didn't put a stop on our end step. Daniel? That's a misplay. Big ol' misplay. Let's actually put a stop on our end step. So, I remember it was last time. Okay. Keep that in play. And they conceded. Okay. Alright, so 6 and 2. So we know we're netting 300 gold and 2 rares and an uncommon here. So let's play now the real Superliminal Standard, play the maximum number of games in an event. Shubba-dubby-do. Shubba-dubby-do. Okay, this casts Gates Ablaze, it casts Expansion Explosion, it casts Hydroid Krasis, it almost cast that. I'll take it. Hello, opponent. Rule Guild Gate. Hello, back! Nice. Okay, Temple Garden. Might be this wonky-ass deck we saw earlier again. Okay, we're blue-green. A ramp, though. Yeah, let them know we are committed to the Gates plan. Gain us some life. So do another turn. What they do another turn is nothing. Ooh, stuck on 2 lands. Okay, so we have Bant Nexus. Go ahead and try to land a Wilderness Reclamation. It sticks. Good. Like to see opponents stuck on land. That kind of sucks. Ooh, jeez. Okay, what do we got? Chemister's Insight. Play another one of those. Another one of those, just in case they have some sort of answer to it. Pass it off again. Okay, they had a 3rd land. Play the Guild Gate, then play Hydroid Krasis, exit 3. Something, and it draws us a card, gains us a life, draws us a Guild Summit. Gets a 3/3 out there. Opponent's going to pose to draw a card, that's still fine. Opponent has a Wilderness Reclamation of their own. Seems okay. Draw 2 cards with Explosion. Kind of like... because they're gonna have Anna up. Gates of Plays feel real shabby. Oh. We have 6. Tap you. 2. Tap you. Build Summit. Pose. I'm gonna put a stop here, because what we can do is we can tap all 3, then we can Growth Spiral between the activations here. Solve the first one. Growth Spiral. Put the gate into play. Solve the second one and try to fire off this Nexus of Fate. You have 2, so if they have a counterspell. They didn't. Okay, the trick begins. Pass to ourselves. Okay. Back them for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Explosion them for 3. Put a stop after our turn. Guild Gate. Solve the first one of those. And to cast a Nexus of Fate, which since everything else is resolved, will probably result in Nexus resolving. And a concession. Alright, so a rocky start and 2 losses to aggro, but, yeah. that's a 7er. And in a Johnny's Last Stand is an ICR. So here we go. We doubled up our gold, and we're getting 2 rares at least. We get a mythic, a rare, and an uncommon. We get in a Johnny Adversary of Tyrants. Always nice to get a good mythic. Immolation Shaman. I mean, it's rare, and I'm only going to get 3 more of them ever. And a Volley Veteran. Hey, it's a Goblin. Someday I might build a meme Goblins deck. Or maybe a Singleton Goblins deck, because that's coming out soon again, as when this video goes live. Speaking of this video, if you liked what you're seeing, make sure that the like and subscribe buttons are hit. If you think I'm an absolute chungus when it comes to playing this deck, which I probably was, that was super loose, but just shows you the power of the deck, get a 7 winner out of it. Let me know in the comments. Lord of mercy, I don't know. And beyond that, directly beneath me right here, right down there, I'm looking at it. I'm looking not at my own belly, but at the links to all of our socials. Make sure you check us out there, and we will see you on the next video or on our stream on Sunday nights at twitch.tv/superliminalfilms, which again can be found down right there. Bye, everybody.